Very good morning, friends. Very good morning, friends. Today we are going to talk about climate change. I think all over the world, everyone is talking about this climate change. We also talk about, before telling about the climate change, it is essential to understand about the global warming. Before I starting the discussion, I want to ask one simple question. Do you all agree that today there is a extreme variations in the climate occurs in different parts of the world? Yes. Answer is yes. Because in some parts of the world there may be a torrential rain causing excessive floods. In other parts of the world, opposite to that, there is no rainfall at all, drought, and even there is a demand for scarcity of drinking water. In some parts of the world, there is repeated catastrophic cyclones. All these things are all happening due to what? We all simply say it's a climate change, but the root cause is global warming. See, to know about the subject, I want to explain some basic science. See, our earth is surrounded by gases, protective gases, of which the most important are carbon dioxide, methane, water vapor. All these things, they act as a blanket. These jacket of gases remain same for several years. Actually, what their function is, during the day, they absorb excessive heat from the sun, and in the night, by sending some of the heat, they prevent the earth becoming too cold. In a way, this nice temperature effect is due to this blanket of gases, and these gases are called greenhouse gases, and the effect that does is called greenhouse effect. So they simply act as a blanket. So the morning and the day hours, they protect us from the extreme rays, sun rays, and the night they protect us from the extreme cold. That is why life is comfort in earth. I think nowhere you cannot see any living beings other than earth. Only the planet where living is possible is the or human being or even the plant grow, animal grow. All these things are possible only in the earth. This is because we have adequate oxygen, we have adequate water, nitrogen, and also these greenhouse gases. Right? What is happening? See, I always say, anything or too much, anything too much is not good. That is also happening with the carbon dioxide. In the last 200 years, the proportion of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere remains the same. But of late, our scientists find that there is a small increase in the carbon dioxide every decade. See, when compared to last 200 years, that temperatures increase 1.2 Celsius, even though it appears very small. This small increase in the temperature cause dramatic effects. So you can see already there is a melting of glaciers in the poles, Greenland and Antarctica, all these places, glaciers start melting and the sea level is rising. That's the problem. And because of this warmth or increased heat around the globe, there is a wind velocity also changes, and that causes the tornadoes, cyclones, and other things. Right? So now you all understand the carbon dioxide is a problem. I'm not saying it's a problem. The proportion of carbon dioxide is increasing. That is a problem. This happened only in the last 200 years. You can ask me why last 200 years. See, in the last 200 years only, there is an industrial revolution. There is a lot of companies. They started utilizing fossil fuel. They use gas, they use oils, they use coal, produce energy. When they produce such a massive fossil fuel usage, there is lot of liberation of carbon dioxide, and this excessive carbon dioxide is a problem. Added to that, man also adding every day. Everybody, they are using lot of vehicles, so that vehicle exhaust, the diesel exhaust contain lot of carbon dioxide, and even in the animal products, while cooking, they produce lot of carbon dioxide as well as methane. See, all these things are getting added up without, see what they say, these are all removed by the plants. Actually, a plant do photosynthesis by taking the carbon dioxide to prepare their food, and they release oxygen. But unfortunately, the deforestation is a problem. In many parts of the world, they also started cutting the trees. That's another problem. So, realizing the facts and realizing the words of scientists, our leaders already meeting frequently. The meeting is called COP, and it happening every year, and already they started very concrete steps. And most of the leaders understood the problem. What they done, they don't want to they want to reduce the use of fossil fuel, and they want to increase the use of renewable source, particularly skin energy studies, the solar energy, wind energy, and all that they have been doing very nicely. They are doing. But what is our role? As an individual, you can also contribute. See, when you use more energy, then the carbon dioxide production also proportionately increases. So, as an individual, we all should reduce our energy usage. We should reduce the electricity, water, and other things. Simply following some simple rules. See, if you are going out of the house, switch off the fan, switch off the light, switch off the AC, and for example, 5 to 6 people are going in a car. Don't take 2 cars. Go with a single car. You may laugh at me, but still that is a solution, because we want to leave the earth. See, we all enjoyed the comfort of the earth. We want our children, our grandchildren to enjoy the same. So we have to reduce our comfort. That is reason why in some meeting I always say, keep the AC in 24. Don't make it very chill. That consumes a lot of energy. Right. Another important thing is, already many leaders have started this move, and many governments are advising to plant a tree. That's very, very important, because by each plant utilize tons and tons of carbon dioxide. They take the carbon dioxide for their carbon synthesis, their sugar synthesis, and release a lot of oxygen. So in that way, wherever possible, we have to plant a tree. But I also hear some of them saying that we are all living in an apartment. What should I do? Yes, each one, if you are not able to plant a tree, purchase a small mud pot and plant. Actually, you have to inculcate these habits, and if your children know this habit, I think it's really they can get away from the screen time, and we also protect the world indirectly. Why I am telling is, the world population is 8.2 billion. At least 5 to 10% of the people from today onwards, they grow a small sapling plant in a mud plant that release lot of that imbibe lot of carbon dioxide and release oxygen. I think let us start, otherwise it may be too late. I think the most important aspect is, I am repeatedly telling that we have to cut the carbon dioxide emission. We have to reduce our comforts. You can reduce the electricity usage. You also reduce the diesel or petrol usage. Use public transport system, and grow plants wherever possible. That is the way we can protect our planet. See, I am telling you, Earth is the only planet that is suitable for living. No other planet in the solar system or even in any celestial bodies. So far, all the scientists show that nowhere the life exists. So you have to protect our planet Earth. Thank you. See you again.